Hi, I'm Josh Bowman, Product Manager for QMUX, and in this video we're going to cover how to add door controllers, specifically Access door controllers, to QxControl. So just a quick note, at the time of this recording, we support two models of Access door controllers, one being the A1001, the other being the A1601. So just a quick note, if we take a look at doors here, we have no doors installed, so that's what we're going to take care of now. So we're going to go to Devices. We're going to choose Create Device. We're going to make sure that we have selected Access as the type of device. We're going to name the controller, and again, this is not the door themselves. This is actually the name of the controller. So we'll just call this Bowman Controller, and we're just going to give it, you can put any description you'd like. I'm just going to use video example. This is where we can choose our gateway, and choosing a gateway, whether you're adding cameras or doors from devices, where this is helpful is if you have a very large site, you have a large number or multiple gateways, and you're looking to load balance. This is where you can select which gateway each device would be assigned to. In this case, we are a small site, single gateway, so we are going to use the default setting. Then we are going to choose the IP address for this device. You're going to enter that in here, like so. And the username is root, but we need to type in our correct login credentials here. So this is the same credentials you would use if you were browsing to the web interface and logging in. So click on the icon, just make sure we have that correct. Next, you're going to be able to choose from the two different brands of controller that are currently supported, either a QXEP or Mercury variant. In this case, we're going to choose the Access, and the model again, A1001. And we could choose from 3 device protocols at the time of this recording, either OSDP, Weekend, or Weekend 0. This simply means that we do not have all of our site codes for our credentials or wish not to use that feature. In this case, I do have site codes for all my credentials, so I'm just going to choose Weekend. Lastly, we're going to choose for this controller the device configuration. Both the Access A1001 and 1601 are capable of up to 2 doors. However, we have a few different ways that this could be done. One is we could do a single door, however, use 2 readers. We could use 2 1-reader doors and use the full 2-door capability. The other way that we can get 2 doors out of this controller is if we are combining with Apereo. With Apereo, we could pull in a single Apereo door as well as a single 1-reader door. In this example here, we're going to do 2 1-reader doors, and then we're going to choose Create Device. Now you can see the device was successfully created. And anytime we're looking at controllers and we see blue in the icon, that means we're beginning to connect with that controller. Blue means we're updating, we're communicating. And so what is happening right now is QxControl is speaking to the device and telling the device what the configuration is and beginning to pull it in. So now if we go to doors, we will see that it has created these doors for us from the template. And we have Access Door 1 and Access Door 2. After just a few moments, what you're then going to see is that the device, the controller icon, will then return to green after being blue and red and changing statuses while it updates. And you will now see that these doors can still need to be configured. We have unknown lock, we have no door contact, but now everything is up and running, everything is green and connected. So let's start with Access Door 1 out of our 2-door template. And just a quick note here, there's a few helpful tools here under the config button. So for example, if you do see a device needs updated, maybe the initial update did not take or did not get updated, you can actually manually update right here from config by choosing that. After your system has been up and running, just like with a camera, if you begin to exhibit maybe some odd behavior now and again, you could try a reconnect just to refresh that connection. And of course, if you need to log into that controller just like a camera, you can choose go to web page in much the same fashion, log in, change any of the hardware profiles, update the firmware, anything that you might need to do. And again, without having to be on site. So now that we are looking at this door, we do want to go through and just make sure that everything is set up the way that we would like. And we're going to say this first door is parking garage 1. This is where we can now choose to associate a camera. So we'll go ahead and use garage camera. Next, we're going to choose the schedule. And just like everywhere else, we could create schedules on our own, or we could use the default that are available. In this case, I'm going to say these doors are never unlocked, so I will always need to swipe to unlock the door. Again, as we talked about some of our places sections, you know, we want to, this is where we have the from and the to. This is a similar concept to the secure and unsecure side of the door. And we're going to say that we're going to go from the exterior. And once we've passed through, we are in the interior. Keeping that very simple. We have an access time of 10 seconds. I actually think that's a bit much. Let's go 5. Access time means how long will that door be unlocked before it locks again. I do not have a door contact on this demo door, so we'll just continue to use none. So we will have a black shaded icon. If you do have a door contact, it's going to give you status such as closed, open, forced open. If it has remained open for a period of time, you can set alerts around that. We can also choose for the contact if it's normally closed or normally open. Check the packaging for your door contact to see what is the case. And then you'll choose that here. Also, we have the option for a Rex, and you're going to say that the Rex would give you access to the exterior, so you're already inside, you would like to leave, and the default state of the Rex. You can also set PIR bypass, and we also have our first reader. And again, we can label this reader, especially helpful if you're doing a door with 2 readers. You may want to label which is interior, exterior, or keep it the same as how you labeled your places. And again, this reader is going to be exterior, so it's granting access to the interior. And I'm okay with the name of that. You can also name and choose for your lock, whether it is a 12-volt lock, relay. And you can see with a relay, we can choose whether open equals locked or unlocked. Again, check the documentation for the lock you are using. And again, here we can choose how much of a delay before that lock engages. Now that we've saved these options, now we can go back to the doors page. And you can see our parking garage door is all green. Door contact shows that the door is closed, the door is locked, device is connected, gateway is connected, and if you hear the beep, we have successfully been able to pulse unlock this door. So there you have it. Just a few easy steps to set up and access door controller. That concludes this lesson. Thank you.